On speaker TV. That mean ain't smoking here for tomorrow night. Come on. All that shit, he about to come and store this shit. I just be telling my mama to next thing you know, I be having to pay more money because her ass, boy, I be like, can you do this? No, cool. But that'd be good though, because I be needing to get all this shit knocked out. I be type of nigga like, it forces you to get your shit out the way. Like,
Check your gear and weapons. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Enemy dropping into the AO. Resurgence. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster. Enemies are dropping into the area. Dive.
Torpid systems there.
We're returning you to the front. Earn this.
Requesting recon above.
Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done.
Setting waypoint. Hostile.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Get ready. You're redeploying. You're getting another chance. Weapons free. You have reinforcements inbound.
Changing mags.
Adding the Miller to his jersey. He always wanted that, but said he was never asked in his couple of stops before. They asked him here, and that's what the jersey says. And he is back and running effectively. Said Meek's going to take him to the sideline at the 43-yard line. And on the way out after halftime, Melissa spoke with Jim Harbaugh.
Jim, you have a battle for your backup quarterback position. How would you evaluate Trey Lance in that first half?
Oh, man, it's just great seeing everybody play, get live action, especially at the quarterback position. Trey's doing a heck of a job, and he's just done a good job as well.
A couple of big plays on defense, 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in the second half?
I love seeing it. Nico Reed's a great story. He's played great, jumped that ball. There's so many ascending players. He was one of them, and we were just fired up to watch the game action. So, yeah, just keep having at it, keep playing. Telling these guys, even if they're making a mistake, they're going to get absolution if they're doing it at full speed.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
And at full speed is Jared Patterson around the edge for a big run. However, a penalty marker is down. Might erase this 30-yard gain for Patterson. Bill Bivens.
Illegal shift. Offense. Number 87, number 44. We're moving simultaneously. 5-yard penalty. Your current first down.
All right, I don't care about the penalty on that play. Watch what we see here. Trey Lance with this read option play, and it's going to freeze the linebacker to that side, I think, over here somewhere. And just lock him in and help create that running lane right there. You can see as he scoots out that way, it draws a bit of a crowd and now creates a seam the other way. So one of the things we just haven't seen from Greg Roman yet is they're flashing it a little bit, but with all of his skills, that should Trey Lance end up in a football game, we're going to see some of that.
Scanning here, taking off is Lance. It gets down at the 43-yard line as the Lions defense converges on him. Greg Roman's so fascinating. So many different places, so much offense over the years. Obviously, it'll be Justin Herbert in charge, but there's imagination and talent, and Greg Roman, look out.
And you got Colin Kaepernick. They go to the Super Bowl with Jim Harbaugh, Greg Roman, Colin Kaepernick. And then, of course, he was the coach for Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson's MVP, plays absolutely great. And so when I heard that Trey Lance was coming to the Chargers, just imagine what might be.
Flushed and throws to Vidal there, brought down by Anthony Pittman in the open field.
And Trey Lance really has shown such improvement over what I've seen in the past. And in particular, when we asked him, what are you looking to improve? He said these touch passes. We saw it right off the bat. Then we saw it on the touchdown pass, up over the top. Then on the deep ball, drop it in over the defender again. And then zip one in there for the touchdown against the all-out blitz that he saw. Good read, good throw, tremendous half for Trey Lance.
3rd and 17, twisting 4-man rush up front. Check it down, and Patterson gets it to the 48-yard line. About 5 shy of the first down. Now, he was in the Hall of Fame today as the Chargers toured. We're not putting him in the Hall of Fame with the first half, but it's nice to see the number 3 overall pick talent out here on the field.
A Hall of Famer is what we would call that, yeah. but it's so important, I think, more than anything, is to continue momentum, right?
Yes.
If a player like that with his skill set, and we were talking about it in the pregame warm-ups, I'm going, wow, I didn't know he could throw the ball like that. And he had the little bit of sizzle. We've seen his ability to run, and now the touch passes just layered on top of it. A lot of good stuff.
That is exactly what the Chargers' J.K. Scott can do. Put a ball high up there, a lot of hang time. Pressure on the young returner, Jacoby Keeney-James, could not bring it down. And covered by the Chargers at the 5.
Always thought, Mike, that was the hardest thing I did. I think I played every position in football. I honestly do. I started as an offensive lineman and defensive lineman in Pee Wee football. But catching punts with people all around you and that ball spinning and blowing in, I thought it was the hardest thing I did in any sport.
And now you've got these punters here at this level, the best of the best you know the pressure is on. You've got to catch it. It's your first chance in the NFL. It's another turnover, short field for the Lions, and Lance rolls it, throws to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete as he tried to connect with Des Fitzpatrick.
But in reality, that was a perfect throw, because when he reared back to throw that one, I was thinking, this better be good. And he at least put it in a spot where his guy had a chance. You saw him get his feet down. If he makes that catch, it's a touchdown. So if he misses it, no big deal. It was just first down, but at least he gave him a chance.
Right with Patterson. He's brought back down after a gain of a yard. Keith Cooper tackle for the Lions. He has flashed a bit in the early going. Undrafted rookie out of Houston.
So I know we're not going to see the stuff, right? We're not going to see any magic out of this play call. But I would like to see what's on the play list moving forward for Trey Lance for a 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
You know what you might see down here? 86, Gadsden, the tight end, who's got some red zone skills. Just flip sides, right to left. You see him stay at the block as Lance throws to the pylon. Incomplete to Fitzpatrick. Is that another, that was a good throw? Okay.
Not so much. I mean, that's one you want out quickly with some height on it. Give him a chance. I mean, look how big his receiver is out there. Just give him a chance. Throw it up in the air, but just absolutely no chance at all on that one. So, no Hall of Fame.
And we'll bring him back out. We'll stop casting the bust to go into the hall across the street. Cameron Dicker won off the upright earlier from 23, takes the Chargers to 24 points. Another turnover by the Lions, their 4th, leads to more points for the Chargers.
Following the accident, there was a tremendous amount of anxiety and emotional trauma.
I suffered injuries to my shoulder as well as my back and neck.
I still have trouble picking up my baby and walking around daily with pain.
Every injury case is unique. The Eichholz Law Firm has fought for the injured for almost 50 years. We're experienced, trusted, and we don't back down from a challenge. If you've been hurt, call the Eichholz Law Firm today.
What to do about it? Absolutely nothing. It's not easy. It's
All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
Be prepared for rolling blackouts, grid instability, and power outages this hurricane season with the Home Standby Generator.
Electric.
God, right now.
Hunter's Arsenal in Renton is proud to honor the freedoms our country stands for. With the area's largest selection of guns and ammunition, shop Hunter's Arsenal and find what you're looking for now. Hunter's Arsenal. Come see us today.
Did your streaming expire when you least expected? Save the day by using the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Card. And choose to earn 6% cash back on online purchases like live streaming for the first year from account opening. What would you like the power to do?
Hey, you know you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
Since when?
You gotta wait till it's done. Oh.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Monday, American Ninja Warrior is back this season. They're kicking off in Vegas. They're going to risk it all to win big. America Ninja Warrior Monday on NBC and Peacock. Who's busting the Hall of Fame? We say it every year. If you haven't, you need to. Right off the highway here in beautiful part of Ohio, Canton, Ohio, where the league got its formation back in 1920. Line drive kick, 3-4 deep in the end zone, touchback. Well, Lions fans haven't had much to smile about, but Chris, we can change that. We can put Aiden Hutchinson on the camera. There is the Lions defensive star, who is joining us. Hutch, being down there, being healthy and ready to go, how much are you salivating to get back on the field and hit somebody?
Oh man, you have no idea, man. It's been a long time without football in my life, and camp's been fun so far, but I can't wait for that week 1 in Lambeau. You know, it's going to be electric, man. It's been a long off season, so I'm ready to jump back into football.
Broken leg against Dallas last year. Update everyone on how you're feeling and what it's felt like as people say you are dominating in camp.
Feeling great, man. I'm completely healthy. Really, the injury's an afterthought now, so I just want hope that once I start playing, people will stop asking me and stop thinking about that injury. You know, so it's I've moved on, and I can't wait till people see me on TV again playing football, and they can also move on as well.
Hendon Hooker now in a quarterback 2-yard gain, Chris.
Have you ever had a start like that to a football season? Because it was so electric, and with what the offense was doing, what you were doing on the defensive side, it was like just pencil the Lions into the Super Bowl here at this point, and then it happened. And can you take us through the emotions of having that kind of start and then having to deal with the injury that you got?
Yeah, you know, it's I feel like my first few years in the league, I started to get hot at the end of the season, you know, and then year three I was coming in and had that electric start that I had, and you know, getting taken out of that season, that 15-win season. It's like it was hard. It was hard watching those games because you know mentally I'm all the way here, but you're on the sideline, you know, limited physically. So I'm just so happy it's over with, and it honestly feels like a fever dream looking back on those times rehabbing. So yeah, it's we're looking forward to 2025, a clean slate, baby.
Hey, so many times when you get good interior pressure, it gives you a chance. Of course, Salim McNeil's been your friend for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And now you've got Tyleik Williams, who is the top draft pick from this year. Tell us what you see from him, because if that defensive line that was so decimated adds yet another weapon, you guys could be really something up front this year.
Well, I'll tell you what, even in camp, I look around at our defense, and you know, you have that confidence, and you're like, I think we could be special this year. You know, as long as we all stay healthy and we all stay on this field. And Tyleik's been great. You know, he has got all the tools. You know, and it's just, as a rookie, you try to expedite their journey and try to get them going as fast as they can. And you know, that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. Is you know, also I know that he's kind of got that tunnel vision rookie, but I'm also trying to lift him up and you know, get him going as soon as we can, before we play the Packers.
Hutch, we have a punt coming up here, so quick in 15 seconds. Opposite side of the field, guy you played college football for, Jim Harbaugh. What was it like to have him and then now have Dan Campbell back-to-back as your head coaches?
I'll tell you what, I've probably had some of the two most polarizing coaches in college football and the NFL, so it's been a pleasure. I'll tell you that. It's a lot of passion from Jim and Dan, and you know, we all three of us, we all love the game of football, and that's what we all share.
Can't wait to see you back on the field, Hutch.
Thanks, guys.
Stay healthy. All the best.
Appreciate it.
Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit Lions defensive lineman. Punt down to the 23-yard line. There's a flag down right by the bench area that I don't think all the officials have seen. There you go.
Kicking team number 19 went out of bounds as first to touch. 5-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
So the Chargers will take over at the 28 after Hendon Hooker's short drive. 24-7 LA here in Canton, Ohio.
I think I like sports now.
No way. The Gecko was just spotted down the street.
I've always wanted to meet him. Ever since Geico's 24/7 emergency roadside service got us out of a jam.
Sounds like you got more than just savings, my dudes.
So do we know you?
Oh, I'm just a stranger who loves friendly service and American football.
Okay. Something to drink?
Oh, yes, spot of tea, be lovely. And a root beer with lots of ice.
You know, you kind of look like someone.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My cousin Daryl.
Oh, he does look like Daryl.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
So is it like competitive salary, or is it like competitive salary?
It's somewhere between competitive and competitive.
Right, and then the number would be...
Competitive.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Oh, a number.
What do you mean a number?
It's an actual number.
Welcome to a new school year, parents.
The list has a back?
Good thing you can order it all in one tap, eh? Walmart's got it all.
Who knew?
I knew. Remember Crazy Hair Day?
No.
Nobody ever does. You gotta serve the lunch and the look.
Yours is weird.
It's custom.
My mom got me like so many new outfits.
It's Walmart prices. It's gonna be a very good year.
Enemy UAV is online. Hostile UAV.
This Sunday Night Football special is brought to you by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. Sizing, the casting, those busts that will be unveiled at a dramatic and emotional moment that happens for all the players here on Saturday. The gold jacket ceremony comes up tomorrow. There's a parade and the induction on Saturday morning here in Canton, Ohio. We're at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. And the run by Miller Hines, and he is taken down with a message. He's hit. I'm not sure if it was Josh Harris or it was Harris. No, I was right. I should have held up the first time. Coming out of the back end.
That is the kind of effort we get used to seeing in the second half of Hall of Fame games. You have people playing in the game right now that may never play an actual down in the National Football League, but right now they've got NFL uniforms on, and you will see wild effort in this half.
It was Ian Keneally who made the play at a Grand Valley State. That's a guy who the Lions signed at their local pro day, and they found him, and that's his first chance as Miller Hines carries there. I'm so glad you said that, Chris, because we talk about the players who aren't in, the guys like Trey Lance. For a bunch of the players on the field, tonight was the first time they realized the dream. They put on an NFL uniform for a game, and to do it here in the birthplace of the league in Canton.
And probably mom and dad sitting in the stands taking pictures, and the photos of them in these uniforms will live on those walls forever.
Try an inside run. You mentioned earlier the fullbacks that they have. Tucker Fisk, who's a tight end who plays some fullback, and then there's Scott Matlock. And his story is great because he shows up on offense, he shows up on defense. Incredibly valuable tool on this team.
All over the place, and he's one of those really physical, as they call them, primeval kind of guys on this offense. Tucker Fisk, Scott Matlock, the two guys that, like they had in Baltimore, right? They just have hammers. They have guards back in the backfield that are lead blockers and pass protectors, and they are going to protect their quarterback first and foremost here with the Chargers.
That's the left side for Son Haskins with a run to the 47-yard line. Haskins in his fourth year out of Michigan. He's with Harbaugh and the Wolverines for 4 years.
Can I tell you how much I love what Jim Harbaugh is doing right now? Harbaugh would have had any other coach would have taken the first half he got out of Trey Lance, and taken him out and let him have his moment, his perfect half. It was tremendous. Everybody's impressed. And what did he do? He went in and he said, "Oh, you think that was good? Let's see you do it again."
And he does here on the run, completing the pass to Haskins into Lions territory at the 46-yard line. And that will be a first down. As we mentioned earlier in the first half, Taylor Heineke, the veteran, is the other guy in the battle for the backup job.
But we're seeing a Trey Lance now that is looking poised, is looking confident, is making throws that we had not seen him make. And in fairness to him, he didn't play a lot of football in college. It was COVID years, there were issues, he didn't really get to play much in the NFL. And now he's finally 25, and as he put it, you know, it's the first time I've come to camp and I'm not the young guy anymore, right? I'm just another football player, which I think has allowed him to focus a little bit more on what he needs to improve, and we've seen it.
Haskins, another run there. He'll check out. Lance told us, my brain was spinning after being picked in San Francisco, coming out of school, the COVID year you talked about. Now that he's been in 3 offenses, it feels like he is finally in a place where he's ready for those talents to meet what he's learned about playing the quarterback position. Monty Vidal, no game on that one. And you think about the San Francisco experience, you're going to get a lot of offense out of Kyle Shanahan. And when you go to Dallas, what are you going to get out of Mike McCarthy? Fundamentals, quarterback school right from the beginning. So the people he's been around really give him a chance to be a good quarterback. Shanahan, McCarthy, and now Harbaugh.
Yeah, and the other thing he said, a lot of people have said a lot of stuff about me, and I've kept all the receipts. That's a phrase I like. We're hearing a little bit more, but he kept a lot of receipts.
Vidal turns the corner. He's got some space to run outside the numbers. 23-yard line. Be a first down for Vidal. Mark him at the 22.
All right, so we've got that same read option going to come out here now, and watch the end of the line of scrimmage end up freezing because they've got to come in here and make sure he doesn't get there and now get outside. So you don't always have to run it, but you have to at least present it as a threat, and that's what they've done so far in this one.
Mitchell Agude caught there, not setting the edge. Term you probably haven't heard in 6 months. Lance followed that snap, got it back, got it off in time for the receiver. Jalen Johnson takes it very close to the first down, right around the 12-yard line.
The snap was snapped to the left a little bit, and just keeping his poise. And so many times, Mike, for these young quarterbacks, it's a matter of you can't kind of know where everybody is, because sometimes you get a bad snap and it's off to the side and your eyes are going to come down and you got to catch the ball. But then his eyes came up and he knew exactly where the receiver was, got it to him quickly, avoided any pressure.
Going to pull that, keep it, and get himself 3 yards with his feet out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 1-year deal that Lance signed here for $2 million. So in terms of getting a backup quarterback or third, depending how it ends up, it's in that right price point. And obviously the talent to be taken number 3 overall, you know the tools are there, and I think the Chargers are loving what they see. And there is Taylor Heineke, the veteran, in a playoff game with Washington. And Justin Herbert is the guy with the big numbers, trying to find that first playoff win and get these Chargers back to the playoffs this year. 2nd and 7. He'll try the throw for the corner, incomplete. Jaquay Jackson, the intended receiver.